So, welcome back to Imperium Gaming and this 1750 point battle report. We are playing today Maelstrom of War campaign game, and it is the Decapitation Strike. I've not played this one before, so it's going to be really interesting. So we've set up the objectives and we have them located here, down here, one over there, one in the middle, a further one sat behind this building here, and another one here. So for this game we're using these buildings here. These are all ruins. So here, 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 here and here. This here only provides a line of sight blocking. And then for trees we're classing these as woods, so it'll literally just be from around the outside of each section, and that's the same for over here and over here if they come into play. This is going to be quite an interesting game because we've rolled up and it is Dawn of War. Night Lords have got the choice, so I've decided to go this side because there are 3 objectives here. Andy, my opponent, is quite happy that there's only 2 over there because he's got such a small model count. He thinks it's going to play to his advantage. So that's cool. Now the one thing with Decapitation Strike, which like I said I've not played this before, is there's a particular rule about killing characters. So every time you have a character kill within your army, you have to randomly lose one of your Maelstrom cards. You can only pick up 3 each turn, and also you only get to go to a maximum of 6. I've got 10 characters in my army because I've gone with, well, you'll see the army lists, but I've got 10 characters. Andy, how many have you got?
5.
So there's 5 in the Custodes. So there is an option or an opportunity that I might have some of my cards disturbed a little bit more than Andy's. So I think that the low model count that he's got may not actually be such a big issue. So we'll see. It's going to be a fun game whatever. So all that's left to do now is to deploy the armies, and as it will stand, the Custodians will be going first unless I can steal the initiative. And here we have 1750 points of Chaos Space Marines. We're made up of 3 different detachments. The first one is a battalion, and it is led by a Discordant Lord together with a Dark Apostle and his disciples. We have 3 6-man Chaos Space Marine squads, all bare bones, and they're supported by 2 Havoc squads, one with 4 las cannons, one with 4 autocannons. We then have a further specialist detachment of Demonkin Ritualists. So this is technically, it's an Outrider. Can't remember if it's called an Outrider or a Vanguard. It's the Elites one. So yeah, Vanguard, I've just been told. So we've got 3 squads of 2 Greater Possessed, led by a Master of Possession. And then we then have an Outrider. So this is the Fast Attack detachment. This is also a specialist. This is a Host Raptorial, which is almost like it was made for Night Lords. So led by a Lord with Jump Pack and the Relic, the Claws of the Black Hunt. And then we have a squad of Warp Talons and 2 identical squads of Raptors, and in each squad of Raptors there are 2 melter guns, and the champions have chain axe and plasma pistol. So that is my 1750 points. I have 7 command points after making all the deductions for adding in the various different relics and stuff across the board. The only thing to add, the Warlord has Unholy Fortitude.
Okay, up against the Night Lords today we have the Adeptus Custodes. There is a battalion detachment and a Vanguard detachment. The battalion is led by Trajan Valoris. There are 3 squads of Custodians. There is a captain in Alaris Terminator armour, and a Vexilla with Vexilla Magnifica, and a Telemon Heavy Dreadnought. The Vanguard is being led by a shield captain with Castellan Axe, another Vexilla, and then the Galatus Dreadnought and the Achilles Dreadnought. The relic that I'm using today is on the captain in Alaris Terminator armour. He's got the Obliteratum, which is a upgraded grenade launcher on his wrist.
And this is what it looks like after deployment. We have the Telemon over here supported by a couple of characters, one of those horrible standards that makes it difficult to hit everything, and then we have a castle made up of the Achilles and the Galatus Contemptors, all 3 squads of troops, plus Trajan and another one of the standard guys. Which one of these standard guys has got the super standard? Is there a super standard?
That's a relic if you play it, but no, they both just got a Vexilla Magnifica.
Just a normal Vexilla Magnifica.
Yeah.
What a name. So this is what I'm up against. So I have counter deployed with the Night Lords. So we have one squad of Havocs here. These are the autocannons, so directly opposite from the Telemon. Squad of troops to provide some support to try and get into the objective that's down here. Then I have the boss, the Warlord is sat here, supported by all of the Greater Possessed and the Master of Possessions and the Dark Apostle. Then we have one squad of troops here, ready to either move forward or hold back for that objective. And then another squad here, together with the Lascannon Havocs, who are hopefully, let's get down, hopefully hidden at the moment from everything across the board. In reserve for the Custodians, we have this dude who is a shield captain in Alaris Terminator armor, and the whole of the host Raptorial are waiting to come in on turn 2. So that's what we have. It's going to be an interesting battle. Low model elite count against lots of models, lots of boots on the feet, on the ground. Let's see what happens. And the only thing for me to do is to try and steal the initiative, because the Custodians are going first. Stealing is bad, and I didn't do it. That's a shame. Gone are the days of re-rolling. So let's see. Andy, over to you. Good luck. I can't shake that hand. And here we have the first 3 objectives pulled by the Custodians. We have Kingslayer, we have Witch Hunter, and we have Defend Objective 3. Now, Witch Hunter is not going to be possible this turn, but just panning around, I've made a tactical error before we even started. So the first thing is obviously this is my Warlord. Now this entire mob here, save for a couple of 3 models, can reach him to shoot at him, and of course he's a 13 wound because of his Warlord trait model, so he can be targeted. That's a bit painful. And the second mistake I made was when I chose my Dark Apostle, I should have given him the prayer that gives everything -1 to hit a chosen unit, which would have been him. But I didn't, and I selected the one for a 6-inch bubble for invuln saves. And then I forgot to place him together with the Havocs, which is what I was supposed to be doing. But hey ho, you live and you learn. And in our group of gamers, we have this thing about killing new models the first time out. This is the first time I've used this model. It's just been painted for me actually by Dark Art Studio, which you will find a link for in the paperwork at the beginning of the the summary at the beginning of the video. So he is likely to die now unless I can roll hot, and Andy can roll cold. Yeah, not hot. So let's see what happens as we go straight into the shooting phase, because this is the entirety of the movement, is everything has moved forward. So the only other thing to summarise first is I have paid 2 command points, so I'm down to 5 for prepared positions, so at least I have +1 to my armour saves across the entire army. So, shooting, what are you going to do, bro?
The Telemon is starting off. It's going to fire a Spiculous Bolt Launcher. I can only fire it once because I've moved, so that's 5 shots. So hitting on...
Is this all still targeting the Disco Lord?
Yep.
Okay.
So hitting on 3s because I've moved.
Yep.
I don't get Machine Spirit or anything like that for him, but re-rolling any 1s because there's a captain nearby. That's all hits. This is Strength 5.
Okay, I am Toughness 6, I think. Bear with me a second whilst I just check. Yep, indeed, he is Toughness 6. So you've got 5 hits so far, yeah?
So looking for 5s to wound you. So just 1.
And that's AP?
It is AP of -1.
Okay, so I'm a 2-up armour, back to a 3-up, and then back down to a 2-up because of prepared positions. So I failed the first one. Is it 1 damage?
Just a single damage.
So Unholy Fortitude means that if I can roll a 6, I can ignore a wound. No, so down to 12.
So it's his normal starting point, isn't it?
It is his normal starting point indeed.
So firing next to the Arachnus Storm Cannon, I'm going with the beam option, which is heavy 2.
Yep.
So sending again 3 ups to hit you, but re-rolling 1s. So that's 2 hits. This is strength 9.
Okay, so threes.
So there's two wounds. That is AP minus 4.
Okay, so he has a 5-up demon save. Let's try and make that. So I've made 1. How much damage does this do?
Flat 3.
A flat 3. So before I decide whether I want a command point reroll, have you got anything that does d6 damage?
No.
Okay. I'm going to burn a command point now and try and reroll and save that one. No, so that's 3 damage. Let's just see if I can ignore any of them on a 6-up. No, so he's down to 9 wounds already from the first unit that's fired. What's next, bruv?
That's also my punchiest unit, so not too much for
Okay.
So I'll do the Achilles Dreadnought next.
Okay, this one here. Still shooting at the...
Still same target.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's got 2 sets of Lastrum Stormbolters, which are 2 shots each at this range. That is 1 hit, because he's Lastrum Stormbolter. No, it's rapid fire. So that's
rapid fire.
2 hits.
So 4 hits.
4 hits, beg pardon. Strength of 5.
So 5's to wound.
You. So that is 2
wounds. AP
is minus 1.
So 2 ups again. Still managed to fail one. So 6 up to ignore. No, so that's another wound gone through. So he's down to 8 wounds remaining.
Now he's firing the Dread Spear, which is heavy D3 in shooting.
Right.
So 2 shots.
2 shots.
So hitting on 3s but re-rolling 1s. Because of Trajan.
Yep, so 2 hits.
So 2 hits. This is strength of strength of 8.
Okay, so 3's to wound. So 1 wound.
1 wound, and this is AP minus 2.
How much damage does this one do?
D3.
Did you want to command point that one at all or not?
Yeah, get on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2. And AP minus what, sorry?
Minus 2.
Okay, so 2 up, back to a 4 up, and then back to a 3 up because of prepared positions. Okay, I save those. That's good.
Happy days.
Do you want to have a think about what's next, or you?
Yeah. Right. So moving on, this first squad here of Custodes, the 2 guys with their Guardian Spears are in range, so they're going to shoot at him.
Okay.
I'm going to re-roll that one because of the presence of the lots of 2 hits. These are strength 4.
So 5s.
5s to wound you. Snake Eyes.
Okay, that's in there.
Rinse and repeat with the next squad.
So the next squad.
2 hits.
5s again.
1 wound.
AP
is minus 1.
Okay, so still 2s because of the prepared positions. That's a save.
Rinse and repeat. 2 hits. 2 wounds.
So 2 ups again.
Snake Eyes would be nice.
No, saved them both.
Okay. There's just one thing left to shoot, which is this guy here, single shot, which you put on him as well. Which hits and wounds. AP minus 1.
And saves. Okay, so that was better than I'd hoped. I thought this guy would actually get taken down on turn 1. Thank God he didn't. So, is that everything? There's no charges this turn, is there?
No, nothing in range to charge or anything like that.
So at the end of the turn, you haven't got first strike.
No, I'm starting to defend.
Defend objective 3. I was lucky. And then your other one was
Witch Hunter.
Witch Hunter. Okay. All right. Well, good news is I'm going to bring my witch a bit closer to you. So that's the end of turn 1, first half. Let's go to the second half and the Night Lords. So Night Lords have pulled secure objective 4, secure objective 6, and big game hunter. So objective 4 is this one here. This is after I've moved. Objective 6 is the one here in the middle of the table. So for my movement phase, I've moved all of the Greater Possessed and the Master of Possession to try and move things forward. I've moved forward the Discordant Lord, and he's regenerated 1 wound. And I've moved my Havocs up into a shooting position here along with a squad to support them. Backed off slightly with the squad here, and then also over here I've moved forward with a troop squad, and I've also moved the Havocs up into a shooting position. So the next thing for me to do is Psychic phase. So I only have 1 Psyker, and before I forget, the Custodes player Andy, he discarded the Witch Hunter card because I think he thinks there's going to be other things to deal with first. So I'm going to try and cast 2 Psychics. the first one I'm going to do is Warp Charge 6, which is Infernal Power. And this is if manifested until the start of my next psychic phase, I can reroll hit rolls and wound rolls of 1 for all demon units within 6 inches of him. Now that is the entirety of this blob here. So let's see if I can do it. So that's a 4. I haven't got it off. I'm not going to command point reroll because I want to try and get Cursed Earth off to improve everyone's invulnerable save. Now before I do that, have you got anything that can get rid of psychic powers?
I can pay a command point to do Spark of Divinity, which I have a card handily prepared.
Okay,
well, basically will give me a chance to deny the witch.
And is it a normal deny the witch approach, or it's not like just get rid of it on a 4-up or something?
As if that unit were a psycho.
Okay, right then. So I'm going to try and do Cursed Earth now, which is Warp Charge 7. I've not got it off. I'm going to command point reroll because I really need to try and get this one. So I've got it on a 7.
So I will pay a command point.
Yep.
To try and block you.
Okay. Here we go.
On a 3.
3. Now, so I mean, you could re-roll the 1 and correct for a command point and hope for a 6.
Used command point in the psychic phase already.
No, but it's a different stratagem. It's a re-roll. So you could, but it's only a 1 in 6 chance. It has to be a 6 to deny my 7.
Oh, that's
no.
fine. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna kick your ass anyway.
You probably will. So let's have a think about what comes next for shooting. I'll be back in a sec. So I've got to do some shooting now, and I've just done a bit of looking at what I can see and what I can't see. And with my 4 las cannons that are here, I can basically see 2 things, which is this squad of 3 guys here and the Galatus through the windows of this building. So I'm going to start off with firing 4 las cannons at the Galatus Contemptor.
You're -1 to hit me.
-1 to hit you. So I'm hitting on 4s, re-rolling nothing. So that is 1 hit. Strength 9, so 3s to wound. So that is a wound, AP -3, and you've got a 4-up invul?
4-up invul because of his the shield.
Great big shield that he's got.
Yeah, it's
okay.
Big enough, isn't it, really?
Alright then, so are you going to save it?
I hope so. I don't think he's compensating for anything with that big shield. But,
well, I think with that big sword he's compensating for something, but that's another thing again.
No, he didn't
that's the 1. No reroll?
I'm going to command point that.
Okay. 3. Okay, so D6 damage. So 2 damage.
2.
Has he got anything to ignore those wounds?
Yeah, he's an unyielding ancient.
Okay.
So on a 6, I can ignore that. So no.
No, so 2 damage done. Okay. Next, I'm going to fire my auto cannons at the Telemon. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
-1 to hit me again.
Yeah, I know everything's -1 to hit. So hitting on 4s. So anyone who hasn't played Chaos recently, Havocs can now move and shoot without a minus, and they're toughness 5. So 4s to hit with no rerolls. So that's 3 hits, and then 5s to wound because you're toughness 8. So 2 wounds, AP -1. And each one of these, if they get through, is a flat 2 damage.
So I'm normally 2 up armor.
So 3 up. You are over 25% obscured, and you are wholly within the terrain.
So 2 ups. Yep.
Saved. Okay. So let's do some small arms fire now. We've got this squad of 6 here. So there are 5 bolt guns in that. They are going to shoot across at this squad here. So 4s to hit because of the -1, and then 5s to wound. Oh, blimey, 3 wounds.
Use up now.
2 ups.
Yep.
So all saved. So then we have a cut and paste here through at this squad here. Single shots. So 3 hits. 5s. So 1 wound to save.
Just on one of the guardians.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Saved. And then we have this squad, same targeting that squad there. 5 shots. Oh, they all hit. So this could be 5 6s now. But I'll take 2 5s. So 2 ups to save.
Yep.
So at the moment, 2 damage has been done. The only thing I have left to shoot, technically, is the Disco Lord. and he's going to fire his autocannon across at this one here.
I wish he had a flame weapon, because he could be Disco Inferno. Sorry.
Oh god. His jokes are worse than mine, and I get heavily criticised for being full of dad jokes, but anyway. 2 shots over there. So 1 hit, because he's ballistic skill 2, but he's got the -1. Strength 7, so 4's to wound. And that is a wound at AP -1. So it's his 3 up. No, flat 2. Can he ignore any of them? Nope. So what's that put him down
6.
to? Down to 6. Okay. So at the end of the shooting phase, I'm going to pay 2 command points for Endless Cacophony. Yeah, Endless Cacophony. So that'll bring me down to 1 command point left. So the 4 las cannons are going to fire again. Trying for the first strike. 4's to hit. So 3 hits. 3's to wound. 2 wounds. AP -3. So you're 4 up invulns. Failed both. So how many wounds do I need to get through?
6.
So there's 8 to save. So you need to make 3 6s to keep him on 1 wound and deny me first strike and big game hunter.
Only 2.
Only 2. Okay, so does he blow up? Do they blow up?
They can, but they didn't.
But he didn't. Okay, so that is the end of the shooting phase. Let me have a think about what's going to assault.
I'm going to pay a command point to use a Tanglefoot grenade.
Is there a range for that at all?
12 inches.
A Tanglefoot grenade.
Custodes infantry.
That is so mean. I was just saying to Andy that this is the first time I'm gonna get to use this guy. I'm gonna charge that big nasty close combat dreadnought at the back, and now he's gonna try and stop me from reaching.
I've paid my command point.
Yeah.
You have to be within 12 of a Custodes infantry unit.
Yeah.
I roll a d6, and that's how much you reduce your charge by.
Roll a 1, please. A 2. Okay, so I've got -2 on my charge. Okay, so I'm declaring a charge. I'm going to be charging this squad and the dreadnought.
So you need.
So it's a 9.
9 for them.
So is it a 9 to? So it's an 8.
9 for the dread, and to be within H was 6, I think.
Right. So that's an 8 and
Yeah, 'cause you're just
an 11
7
then.
away. Yeah.
An 8 and an 11. So here we go. Let's try and get an 11. Okay. So so I've got the 8. That can work because I can come to within an inch and then pile in to get to the dreadnought.
Trajan's warlord trait. Every dreadnought or Custodes infantry units within 12 inches of him has heroic intervention, so you're going to get a lot of stuff attacking him.
I'm expecting to die,
Good.
but I'm hoping to kill you first. So
Oblige.
I will move my 8 inches to here, and then I will pile in so that I can get to an inch.
At what point do we do heroic interventions?
So as soon as I've completed my charge, you can now heroically intervene if you've got anyone who can make it.
So you charge your 8 to there.
No. I come to 8 to here,
Yeah.
and then I pile in, and then you do your heroic interventions.
Okay.
If anyone can make it. I don't know that anyone can and be
I'm
within.
going to move 3, so I'm moving round to here. And to be within an inch of you, I'll be there with this squad.
Okay.
And then
That's going to be it.
These guys will pile.
They'll get to pile in anyway when it comes to.
And these guys will pile in as well.
But
So-
I have to try and do the best that I can. So I'm on 9 wounds, let's not forget that. And see what we can do. And I really didn't want to use my final command point on the reroll then, because I want to now spend my final command point for Demon Forge, which is to reroll hits and reroll wounds. Because I need to try and do everything I can. I am going to try and drag this thing down. It's a big ask, but I'm going to go for it. So this guy gets his base attacks, and there are a number of additional things that I have to do, but his base attacks with his chain glaive are 4, and he hits on 2s. So 4 attacks hitting on 2s. No need for rerolls there. So he's hit 4 times. So the Impaler chain glaive is normally strength +2, but if he's made a charge or performed a heroic intervention, it's at double strength. So he's at strength 8 at the moment. So 3s to wound, because you're toughness 7. So 3s to wound, Re-rolling because of the Demon Forge. So that's 4 wounds at AP -2. And each one of these is flat 2.
This guy is 2 up armour.
So 4 ups.
So
Oh, you made 3. Okay, and then can you ignore those?
Yep, hopefully. No.
No, so 2 damage. What does that put him on now?
8.
Okay, so now I have a number of more things to do. So we have the bladed tail and limbs of the Hellstalker. So he has a damage table, but he's still on his top category. So because he's on his top category, it gets 5 attacks with the bladed tails and limbs. So re-rolling because of the Demon Forge. So 5 hits. Now this is strength 7, so it's wounding on 4s. And it's re-rolling because of the Demon Forge. So that's 3 wounds. Oh, one other thing I did forget, it doesn't make any difference. One of his standard rules is he gives a +1 to hit. So if there was something that was minusing his rolls to hit at some point, he would be actually doing better. But so 3 hits. Now these are at AP -2 as well.
Okay, so 4 ups. So 1 got through.
And that does D3 damage.
1 would be nice.
So there's 1. I have no re-rolls.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's the bladed tails and limbs. Then we have his mecha tendrils. So these bits here. He gets 2 attacks with those, hitting on 2s. He hit. Wounding on 5s, because these are strength 4. They got no AP adjustment though. So 1 wound so far, but re-rolling because of the Demon Forge. So just the 1 wound.
So 2 up.
Saved. And then finally, the Hellstalker itself then has the Technovirus Injector. So it makes 1 single attack with this, which it has hit with. So this is strength 8, so it's wounding on a 3. That's a 2. Reroll because of the Demon Forge. So that's a wound. Now that's AP -4. Now here's the brub, okay? This does D3 damage. However, it has a special rule that if it successfully targets a vehicle unit and makes the wound roll, you automatically take D3 wounds. So before you roll, you take 1.
So see if I ignore that because of the Unyielding Ancient. I don't.
No.
So down to 6, and then I had.
And then 1 wound at AP -4.
So this is my 5 up for Atamantic Barriers.
Yeah. So that's a 4. So that does D3 damage as well. 1.
And we
ignored it. So it was worth a try. I wanted to see what it could do. Now with better rolls, and if Andy failed a few more saves, it can do up to about 15 or 16 wounds in close combat.
Shall we see if we can introduce him to Mr. Spear?
So now let's introduce him to Mr. Spear, as you say.
Okay, so I am 4 attacks back. I'm hitting on 2s because I'm still in my top bracket, I think. Yeah, just. So that's Yahtzee on 4s.
Okay.
So that is all hits. This is strength of 14.
Yep, so 2s to wound.
So that is 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
It is AP -3.
Okay, so 5 ups. Demon save. Didn't save any.
These do D6 wounds, and any 1s and 2s count as 3s.
Okay.
So that is 3, 6, 10.
Okay, so I have 9 wounds remaining at the moment, and I ignore wounds on a 6. I'm dead. That's
Do you blow up?
Slay the Warlord and Kingslayer. Let's have a quick look. Oh, I don't think that I do blow up. I will check, but I don't think I do. I'll come back in a sec. Well, that didn't quite go to plan, and these guys have now consolidated forward after that combat, so that little bit closer to the rest of my army. That was a shame, but I'm glad I tried it, and I think I understand the potential is there. Maybe next time. So that is now the end of the second half of turn 1. I have, however, scored 4 victory points, because I've scored 1 for first strike, 1 for securing objective 4 and 6, and 1 for big game hunter. However, that was my warlord, so Andy's now scored 1 point, and you do score out of phase. It's actually cleared, so you get Kingslayer.
And 2 for defend objective 3.
And 2, yeah, so you're on 3 plus a D3 for Kingslayer. So that makes it 6-4 to the Custodians at the end of turn 1. Let's see what turn 2 brings us. Okay, we have a slight addendum to the end of this first turn. Because Andy just asked me, oh, is he a character? Of course, this is the game, this is the scenario where killing characters removes cards, and we've just checked when you do that, and it's not at the end of the phase, it's when the character is killed. So whilst I thought I'd scored 4 points, it's not actually going to matter this time which one is pulled, but you don't even get pull 1, Andy. That was my Warlord, so you roll D3 cards that you remove. It is only the one, so I only score 3. However, that could have stopped me from scoring all 3 of those. It is random.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, you can just pick because you don't know which ones they are.
That's right. I'll do it that way.
Okay, so secure objective 6 I didn't get, which was the one in the middle. So I've still got 3 points. However, it's now 6-3. Bummer. So movement phase is complete, and before we just show you what's happened, these are the 3 cards that have been picked by the Custodians. We have Domination, which they're not going to do. Deliver Victory, which is let's see, what is that? Score a victory point at the end of the turn if you score at least 1 victory point from another tactical objective. So as a response to that, with Warzone Secure, which is a bit like Supremacy, so hold 3 objectives, this movement has taken place. The entire Custodian centerpiece, with the exception of 1 model, has moved forward. So they're already holding this objective because these guys are troops and their objective secured. Trajan is is strategically placed at the back, and this guy with the Vexilla is holding that objective. There's still a captain in here, and the Telemon is coming charging forward. He's going to try and knock me off of this objective as well, even though he doesn't need to. And then finally, the other captain has appeared right at the back, so smashing down the back doors of the Havocs over here.
Because we heard they like that sort of thing.
Well, the Night Lords, they're into quite a few things, you know. Anyway, so that's movement done. No psychic phase. Let's see what happens with shooting. So shooting, we're starting with the Telemon, and he is split firing. And tell me again what he's doing.
He's got a twin plasma ejector, which is firing at these guys. That is first one, and then I'm going to do the Spiculous Bolt Launcher and the burst version from the Storm Cannon at the Havocs.
At the Havocs. Okay, then what are you doing first?
So I'll do the plasma ejector. This is 2d3.
Okay.
So that is 5. This is like a flame projector thing, but it's plasma.
Oh, so auto hits?
Auto hits.
Okay.
Strength 6.
Right.
And that is AP is -2.
-2, so 5 up saves. So I saved 1, so 3 die. Okay, so 3 die. I'll take those 3. And then up here at the Havocs.
Okay, so 5 shots from the Spiculous Bolt Launcher.
Okay.
I will re-roll that one because I'm within range of the captain.
Okay.
So just 2 hits. Strength of 5, I think. Yep.
Toughness 5, so 4's to wound.
Nothing from that.
No.
And then the burst version of the Storm Cannon is 6 shots. Missing on 2s. This is strength 7.
So 3s.
So 3s to wound you. And
2.
this is AP of -2.
Okay, so net -1 because of cover, so 4 up saves. Okay, so 2 die.
Single damage.
So I'll take those 2. So that's my dead pile. Is that it for shooting then? Yeah.
That's for that.
we can but hope.
Okay, so.
Do you know what's next?
Yep, this fella here.
Yep.
Is targeting. Now these are all characters, aren't they?
They are, yes.
So I'm going to target this fella.
I thought you might.
Okay, so 2 Lastrum Storm Bolters. He's within rapid fire range, so he's got 8 shots. That's all hits. Sorry, beg pardon. It's not. There's 1 missed. This is strength 5. So toughness 4.
Toughness 4 for him.
3s to wound you. So 4 wounds, and it is AP of -1.
Okay, so 4 ups because this isn't cover that I'm in. So 4 up saves. So I made 3. So he takes 1 wound, is it?
1 single damage.
1 single damage.
And then the Dread Spear fires. It is heavy D3. So it's 2 shots. So hitting on 3s because I've moved.
Yeah.
That's it.
Both missed. Did you get a re-roll of the 1 though?
No.
No. Oh,
Captain's back
because
here.
he's
straight back.
strategically placed
Holding the
back
objective,
there.
Yeah, cowering, I think was the word you used, wasn't it?
I was just checking.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. What's next?
Okay, so we'll just work our way down the line here.
Okay.
So this squad here, they're going to target him as well.
Okay.
So there's a Sentinel Blade in range, which is pistol 2. That is 2 hits. Strength 4, so 4's to wound you. 1 wound, no AP adjustment.
So 3 up. Saved.
And 2 Guardian Spears, they're rapid fire 2. All hit. Also strength 4. That is 3. These are AP -1.
Okay, so 4 ups. So takes 1 more wound.
Flat 2.
Oh, flat 2. Okay, down to 1 wound remaining.
Rinse and repeat on this squad. So
This is not very pleasant.
Sentinel Blade. 1 hit. 1 wound.
This is my normal armour.
Normal armour.
He's gone.
Yay.
Okay. Let me just check something a moment.
Command point that?
I haven't got any
no,
command
you
points
haven't got any
left.
command points, sorry.
Thank you. And with the death of the Master of Possession, the minus or +1 invuln bubble disappears. Yeah, not so good, but never mind.
Okay, this squad of custodians here,
Yes.
the Sentinel Blade is going to target this fella.
Yeah.
The 2 Guardian Spears are going to shoot through at this guy. It's all card characters, isn't it?
Yes, it is. That's not very nice. Okay.
No, it isn't.
You're a meanie.
So the Sentinel Blade, 2 hits. I don't know what their
Toughness
is.
5.
So 1 wound on you, no AP adjustment.
So 3 up armour. Saved.
And then I'll just check. I think I'm outside of rapid fire for these 2. Yeah, so single shots. 2 hits. Only 1 wound, AP -1.
Okay, so 4 up invuln. Saved.
Last one to shoot here, sorry, from this mob that's moved forward, is this fella here with his ballistic grenade launcher. He's only got a 12-inch range, so he's just going to go at this fellow here.
Okay.
He's D3 shots, so 2 shots, hitting on 2s, strength of 4, no nothing.
Wound.
And then Trajan just pops off a single shot with the Watcher's axe, just at the nearest guy.
Okay.
Hits, wounds.
AP.
He is, sorry, I think it's -1, I think, shooting.
Well, I failed if it's any minus at all.
It is -1.
And how much?
Flat 2.
Flat 2. Okay, down to 3.
Yikers.
Yeah, these are characters. These are 5 wound models.
I'm scared.
No, I'm sure you're not.
Okay, so moving across right over here.
Easy get. Anyway, so yes, so this guy here shooting up here, I
Yep.
presume.
Start off with the Castellan axe that he's got. There's 2
Okay.
shots at this range.
Let's move this lot out of the way.
So hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s because he's a captain.
Yep.
So 2 hits. This is strength 4, so 4's to wound.
5's to wound. I'm Havoc's.
Oh,
Toughness
okay.
5.
Beg pardon, yeah. So 5's to wound. Just 2 wounds.
Okay,
AP
double.
-1 should be a 3
So
up.
3 ups. And I lost 1,
Flat
so
2.
I'll lose Sergeant.
And then he's going to fire Obliteratum, which is normally ballistic grenade launchers are D3 shots. This is a single shot, which is a hit. This is strength 10.
Okay, 2s then.
So that is a wound. And let me just look at the AP on it.
I'm going to roll anyway just to
AP
see.
-4.
Okay. So a 3 up, down to a 2 up because of the
6 up
cover.
saves.
6 up saves. Okay, I'll take that.
That would have done D3 damage.
Okay, well, there's only the 1 wound models, so
It does make my charge a lot harder, but
yeah, I suppose it's probably about a 10 now, I would imagine. But is that all of your shooting?
I think there's just a captain to do over. Yeah, it's going to be 9 to be within it. Sorry. No, 10 to be within an inch of you because I'm just shy of it.
Okay, that's fine. I'll kill you on Overwatch anyway.
So
And
this fella here,
Yep.
Capitan, he's going to target your Havocs.
okay, there's
Single
3
shot at
remaining.
This range. He hits, but he doesn't wound.
Okay,
He was looking for the 5.
so that's it for shooting.
Yep.
Okay, well, let's have a think about what you're going to do with assaults, and we'll be back. So we're partway through the charge phase. The Achilles has managed to get round to face this guy here. I've now heroically intervened with the Dark Apostle and the other possessed, greater possessed rather, Everything else has pretty much made it into combat. I was going to heroically intervene with this guy, but they pulled off a long charge and declared against him. So as it stands, these two models are the only ones that can't be targeted in combat. Everything else can be. So this could be brutal. We've still got 2 more charges to do. So we have the Telemon charging here. So I do have some Overwatch. I'm going to have 2 guys firing bolt guns, rapid fire. Nothing. And I'm going to throw a crack grenade from the champion. Nope. So I don't think you need much, but Snake Eyes would be nice. 4, I think you are just going to make it. Yeah.
Within 5,
so that gets him in. Then I presume over here, is this guy going to try and do the charge?
Oh yeah, this is the big 10.
Right, so I'm going to do Overwatch. 4 las cannons. So 4 6s coming up.
Good luck.
Nope, none. So do you make the 10?
We do.
You do. Oh god, didn't need that. Okay. Alright, that's interesting. Okay, let's just gather myself and then we'll start the fights. So the first unit being engaged with is the captain here. So fill your boots.
Hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. So it's 5 hits.
Yep.
He's using a Castellan axe, so he's strength 8.
Okay, so 3s. So 4 wounds.
AP is -2, I think.
So let's do my saves. So 5 ups if it's -2.
-2.
If it is, so I saved 1 guy, but 3 die.
Yep.
Okay.
And he's going to whip out his Misericordia.
Oh, his miserable Cordia.
Yep.
Yeah.
And try and knife you. So he's hit you.
Yeah.
3 to wound you, strength 5.
4s because I'm toughness 5.
So it's a 6.
Yeah.
So, and it's AP -2.
So 5 up again. Okay, so that's the end of the Havocs. Fight number 1 complete. What's next then, Mr. Jewell?
Work our way down. We are going to go this guy against these, and these 2 against that one.
Okay, which one are you doing
So we'll
first?
do this fella first.
Okay.
So 3 strikes.
Yep.
Only 1 hit. Strength is 6, toughness of
5.
so 3 to wound you. No, nothing.
Okay.
And then
against the other guy here.
So the Guardian Spear, all hit. 2 wounds. AP is -3.
Okay, so 5 up demon save. Would have been 4 up if you hadn't killed the Master of Possessions. So I didn't save any of them.
So that is 4 damage. Sorry, 5 damage.
5. Well, 5 kills it because that's how many wounds he has.
Okay.
So let's whip him out. So that's 1 character done.
Yeah, so the Sentinel Blade is obviously wasted on that one.
Okay.
So across to here, we are going these 2 against this one.
Yep.
This one against this one.
Okay.
So Sentinel Blade first. All hit. 4s to wound you. 1 wound. AP -3.
So 5 up demon save. Nope.
Does 2 damage.
2 damage, so down to 3.
And then
This was on this guy here, wasn't it? Yeah.
And then the Guardian Spear, 3 attacks.
Yeah.
1 missed, so 2 hits, 1 wound. Sorry, AP -3.
So 5 ups. Nope. Where's all my demon saves?
2 damage.
2 damage, so he's down to 1. So he's at least he's still alive.
And then this fella on this.
Yep.
So 3 hits. 3 wounds.
Is he strength?
6.
Oh, okay.
Guardian Spear.
So 3 5 ups now would be nice. 2. He's got 3 wounds left.
2 done.
So he's on 1 wound remaining. Let's just pull that out to get to that. I'll leave the dice over there so we know it's mine.
And then we'll work our way round.
Yep.
This guy here fighting that one.
Okay.
These 2 fighting. I'm going to do this guy next.
Okay.
So this guy fighting here, he's 4 attacks. That's all hit.
Okay.
He's strength 14.
So there'll be 2s then.
Yeah, AP is -3.
So 5 up demon saves.
Let me just check that.
No, I didn't save any of them, and he's only got 4 wounds left. How many would it have been?
So 3, 6, 9, 15.
That's him dead. Okay.
And then this squad will all go on this guy.
Okay. Well, he won't be able to though, because he's not within an inch. So there's only one wound to get through though.
So those Sentinel Blade.
Yep.
1 hit. And no answer wound, strength 5.
So 5 up. Nope.
So
that's it. That's him dead because he had 1 wound remaining. So let's just, yep, thank you. Okay, that's decimated 3 of them, and 1 of them's on 1 wound. Okay, over to here then, I guess. This is your final attack, and then I get to fight back, yeah?
Yep. So the Telemon is 4 attacks. He's hitting on 2s. So 2 hits. His strength is 16.
That might be 2s then. 1 wound.
1 wound. AP is minus 3.
So 6 is to save. No.
There's a flat 4.
So 1 guy dies. Is it my turn to fight back?
Yeah. Start with the Havocs over here if you want.
The Havocs over there. You mean the ones you killed?
Sorry.
Okay. 2 seconds then. So we'll start here. So we've got the champion who's got a chainsword and 1 normal guy. So hitting on 3s. That's 3 hits. And wounding on
8.
6s then. 2 wounds.
2 ups.
No, so nothing from them. So next we'll come round to here. We'll do this guy on 1 wound there who's fighting that squad in front of him. So he has 5 attacks and he hits on 2. Weapon skill 2. So that's 4 hits. He is strength 5 normally, but 6 because of their locus of power.
3s to wound.
So 3s to wound. So 2 wounds, AP minus 2.
So I'm taking this on the guy with the shield.
Okay, so do them one at a time then.
So
Yeah.
3 up in run. So first one
Okay,
got
so
through,
does D3 damage.
single.
Could have done with
Second
killing
one,
him then.
2, and second one got through.
And another
So
single.
it leaves him on a single wound.
How many times for D3s and D6s have I rolled 1s? Okay, that could have been better. So now we'll do the guy here, the greater possessed that's fighting your contemptor.
Yep.
So 5 attacks. Unfortunately, they don't actually get the death to the false emperor, but can't have it all. So 4 hits.
5s to win.
So yeah, strength 6, so 5s to wound. With 3 wounds, AP minus 2.
So 2 up armor, so
4 ups.
4 ups.
So 2 get through.
Yeah.
Nope, 2.
1 save target.
Yep, so D3 wounds. Again, 2 wounds. This is every single one. That could have actually killed him then.
The Emperor protects.
And then finally for the greater possessed, this one attacking this squad.
This guy to do.
Yeah, I'll come back to him. So this guy. So again, drop 1, so 4 hits. 3s to wound. 3 wounds. Were you just giggling because I said I dropped 1?
Yeah, I just thought.
Yeah.
I like you.
Thank you very much. So 3 to save.
So, so again, going with the shield fella.
Okay. So come on, better than a 1. 1.
Saved. Saved.
That's just pants. And then the final unit to attack is the Dark Apostle, who gets 3 attacks hitting on 2s. He managed to hit once, no death to the false emperor. He is strength 5, so 5s to wound, no wounds. So that is it for the fight phase. We now have the morale phase. There's only 1 unit that's been affected that isn't completely dead, which is these guys down here. So on a 5 I lose 1, on a 6 it's a unit wipeout. So now I'm rolling high, so I managed to lose another 1. And that's it for the end of this turn. So scoring up, did you manage to score any objectives?
Got 1, 2, 3.
So you're holding 3 objectives.
I've got my Warzone secure,
Yeah.
which scores me 1, and I get an extra 1 for deliver victory.
So 2 more
2
points. So you're on 8 now then.
Yeah, and I'm going to discard domination.
Okay. Alright, so second half, turn 2. So I've fallen back out of combat here. I've stayed in combat with the Apostle and the 3 remaining Greater Possessed. This squad have moved forward to get into rapid fire of this squad, and this squad have moved forward but remained within rapid fire of this dude. Might be able to pin a wound off or something. And then dropping in from above, we have the entirety of the rest of my force. It's taken a while to be able to get them into position. So these guys are 9 inches charge in any direction across to there, or over to here, or over to here. And the 2 Raptor squads are 9 inches charges from Valoran, or from this guy. But most importantly, I've got 4 melter guns that can reach the dude at the back, even though he's got a 3-up invuln, I think. Yep. And a re-roll of 1 for free, and then another re-roll for a command point if he needs it. But I've got to try. So that's it for movement. I did do my prayer. I changed to Dark Zealotry, so I've got a 6-inch bubble of re-roll re-roll to hit in combat. So let's do some shooting. So we'll start with the first squad of Raptors, and they are going to fire everything at Trajan. So first of all, I'm going to overcharge a plasma pistol. Am I right in thinking you're not within the bubble for -1 to hit?
No, I'm outside of that.
That's cool. So looking for 3s to hit. That's a hit. So strength goes up to, well, it doesn't matter, it's still a wound on a 3, isn't it?
Yep, on the toughness 5, I think.
So that's a wound. AP minus lots, so it'll be your invulnerable save. Or take 2 damage.
3 up. Saved.
So that's the save. So then I have 2 bolt pistols. Re-rolling 1s because of the Lord. That's a hit. 5 up to wound. That's a wound. 2 up.
2 up.
Saved. And then 2 melter guns. Both hit. 3s to wound. Both wound. So 3 up invulnerables. Double 6. Okay. And then rinse and repeat. So overcharge a plasma pistol. That hits. And wounds.
Save.
6. I've noticed there's a lot of 6s.
6s on the bank.
2 bolt pistols. So re-roll the 1 over here. 2 hits. Looking for 5s. 2 wounds. Oh, he failed 1. Do you want to re-roll? Command point?
No, I'm going to take a wound then.
Okay, saving it for the melter gun. And 2 melter guns. Both hit. 3s to wound. 1 wound. That's a pass. Okay, so all of that shooting. Nothing. Okay, no worries. It's not the end of the world. We'll then come down to this squad where I have 5 bolt guns rapid firing into this squad here. They're the only ones there not in combat. So 3s to hit. Most of them hit. 5s to wound. And that is 2 wounds.
I don't think there's any damaged ones on that squad.
No, there's not. They're completely
just
fresh.
on one of the Guardian Spears. So it took a
wound. Ah, that's good though, because that means anything else has to go against him first, doesn't it?
Yeah, but I'm not phased about that.
Okay. And then next we have the autocannon Havocs, who will be shooting at this squad of 3. So 3s to hit. So 4 hits, 3s to wound. So 3 wounds, AP -1, flat 2 damage.
So 3 ups.
So that kills that guy.
Yep, just finishes 1.
Okay. That only leaves over here that squad there. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 plus a pistol. So this is all bolt guns rapid firing into this captain. Oh, that's not so good. Not that it makes a much difference. If I get a wound, it's just a bonus.
Toughness is 5.
Yeah, so 5s to wound. 2, 4, 6 wounds.
So 2 ups.
Yahtzee on 1s would be nice. 1 wound. That's a bonus. I'm happy now. I can lose this game happy because I've pinned a wound off of 2 leaders with bolt guns. And that, other than the Dark Apostle, who will fire his bolt pistol at the Contemptor, hits. Looking for 5. That's a wound.
He actually did it with contempt, didn't he? Saved.
And saved. So that's it for shooting. Let me have a think about charges. So, charges. I know what I have to do. I'm going to die because I'm doing it, but I have to do it nonetheless. We'll start off with the first squad of Raptors. charging Valoran Trajoris or
Trajan
Trajan Valoris.
Valoran
Yeah.
Trajoris.
Vajoran, yeah, yeah, okay.
Vajoran.
Yeah, Vajoran. Go on then.
Sounds like he's a bit of
Overwatch.
right,
Yeah,
two
he
shots
is.
from the
Stop
his
fannying
axe.
about.
Hey, Snake Eyes.
Okay, so it's a 9-inch charge, but because of the Warlord trait, I paid the command point for the Chaos Lord.
I'm going to
I get
pay a command point to do a
mind.
Tanglefoot
Oh
grenade.
god,
I've got
because I'm getting +2 at the moment, so I can reach him on a 7.
That's 4.
Okay, so an 11. Not achieved. Second squad. They also need a 7 because I positioned them in such a way that I had a guy at the front. So I need this guy to get in. 7. 6.
Is your Lord coming in like that? Does he feel brave?
The Lord doesn't feel that brave. However, he's going to do it anyway.
I don't know. He's not a chicken Night Lord.
7. He didn't make it either. How annoying. So then I have the Warp Talons who are going to try and charge these two here. 7s. Well, they're in with an 8,
Bit of
so
Overwatch
because
then.
they get the +2. Unfortunately, Warp Talons have got a rule
Okay.
that stops you from overwatching them.
Okay, that's cool.
I can't remember what it's called. I will just check it and make sure that I'm not making that up. And I wasn't making it up. It's called Warp Flame Strike. It says on the turn that they arrive, you cannot fire Overwatch against them. So they've made it in onto this squad.
I ain't scared.
Okay, so I think that's it for charges. Let's have a think about which... I know which unit fights first because it's the Warp Talons, but then I need to think about who fights first out of the rest of them because I only get 1 before you get to use a model.
I've got 2 command points.
Yeah. Well, either way, it's alternating. So let me have a think. So after spectacularly failing 3 7-inch charges, let's start the fight. So we have the Warp Talons. So they get 2 attacks each, and they get 3 for the Sergeant. They are weapon skill 3, so they are 3s to hit. Got no reroll of 1s, and no death to the False Emperors. Marvellous. They're normally strength 4, but they're getting +1 strength because of the greater possessed, so they're strength 5, so 4s to wound.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so that's 2 wounds so far, and then re-rolling because of lightning claws. So that's not too bad. So 2 for 6 wounds at AP -2.
So I'm going to start taking them on the guy with shield.
Okay.
And what's the damage on these?
It's only 1.
So I'll roll the first 3 then.
Yep. So you take 1.
Next 2. Saved. Saved.
That's a lot of 6s again.
Guilty, Your Honour.
So 2 wounds only. So at this point, I can then select another unit, or you can use your last 2 command points to interrupt. Are you going to interrupt?
No.
You're not?
No, no.
Okay.
I'll let you do your thing.
Right, I am going to go to this guy on 1 wound. He's going to attack that squad there. So, 2s to hit. All hit. Strength 5 up to 6, so 3s to wound. So 5 wounds. You've got to start with the guy on the shield. This was AP -2.
So that finishes him.
So that finishes him.
What's,
so you can.
what's the damage on these?
They're D3.
Okay, so I'll do
so-
one at a time.
Well, they're both 5 ups. So you could just roll them all, and then we'll roll them. Yeah.
4 ups these are.
All saved.
Yep.
Marvelous.
My
So
turn.
you can select a unit to engage with now.
The Dreadnought will turn and it's going to do 3 strikes against this guy
Yeah.
and 1 against this guy.
Okay.
So 3 strikes against the thing. I'm now hitting on 3s, I think, because I'm damaged. Let me just check my
I think you're probably right.
chart here.
I'm sure you're right because
Yeah.
they're only 2
So
ups.
hitting on 3s.
Ooh.
Spectacularly. Got none. And then 1 strike against the Dark Apostle. That is a hit with a 4.
Okay. 2s to wound.
That is a wound. AP is
Okay.
-3.
So 4 up invulnerable. I need to check that I still get that. Yes, I do. 4 up invulnerable. Saved.
Saved it. Then it's
So
your turn.
now it's my turn. So now I will switch to this one
Mhm.
to attack this squad. So hitting on 2s. Re-rolling because of the Dark Apostle still alive. So 5 hits. And wounding on 3s rather, because I'm strength 6 at the moment. So 3 wounds. So you've got the shield guys taking the first one. Saved. Failed. So D3. 2.
That finishes him.
That finishes him.
And then a 4 up on one of the... Yeah, saved it.
Well, with a 6.
What a shocker.
Yay. So now you can select a unit to fight with.
So, I don't think it's going to make a whole lot.
Because I've just got these 2 left to do now, and that's it. So you can pick whichever one you fancy.
I'll do these two guys against the Warp Talons.
Okay.
So 6 attacks. There's different weapon profiles.
Oh yes.
So the Sentinel blade first. 2 hits.
Yeah, toughness 4.
So 3s to wound you. 2 wounds. AP is -3.
Yeah, so 5 up demon saves. Saved 1, so 1 will die.
Right, single
Only 1 wounders.
And then the Guardian Spear. 4 hit. Strength of 6.
So 3s.
So 2 got through.
Again,
AP
5
-3.
ups. No, so 2 more die. Okay, so now it's me again. So I'm going to go to this Greater Possessed facing off against the Dread.
Yep.
So 5 hits. All hit. So strength 6, 5s to wound. Just the 1.
AP
-2, I think it was.
4 up save.
Saved it.
With 6.
And then you've got, yeah, git. And then the next one.
We'll go here.
Okay.
These. So it's 2 Guardian Spears. That's all hit. 3s to wound you. So 5 with.
Because he's a strength 6, yeah.
6, yeah, with the Guardian Spear.
And this was against this guy,
This
yeah?
fella here.
So I need to make 5 ups.
Mhm.
I couldn't make a single one. So he's dead.
He's on
And then
6
for me, that only leaves the Dark Apostle here. So re-rolling. So 3 hits.
5s to wound.
And no wounds. So that just leaves this squad here then, doesn't it?
Yeah, which is same again. 2 Guardian Spears. 4 hits. 3s to wound you. 3 wounds. 8 -3.
5 ups. So 2 go through. You got 5 wounds to chunk through.
Only did 2.
Okay, so he's on 3. And that's the end of the fight. Morale tests. What's your morale? Your leadership?
9 on everything.
Okay, and each squad has got 3 units, I think, within 6 inches. So they lost 1.
One guy.
So leadership 9 down to leadership 6. On a roll of a 7, you lose 1. On a roll of a... I can't work it out. Roll the dice.
Roll
5. Okay,
Just
so
check
5.
leadership a minute. I think they're 9. Pretty sure they are. Leadership 8.
Leadership 8. So you lost a guy. Is that right? It is, because there's 5 plus 3, because you, and plus another one because you lost 1 is 9 against a leadership 8. You lost a guy. Do you have "and they shall know no fear"?
No, they're not Space Marines.
That's a bit odd that they don't get that, isn't it? They don't get
because they're not Space Marines.
I know, but you'd think that they would know even less fear than a Space Marine.
No, they're taught differently, aren't they?
Fair point.
They're not unit fighters.
So the same rule here. So 5 we know loses 1 model, 6 loses 2, and the same here. 1 model.
Be a bit damaged.
It would have been nice if you rolled a 6 then, Andy.
Well, I rolled enough of those already.
Okay, so I actually killed as much with morale
Here, have you got
as I did. So I'm going to roll it. I'm going to check what their leadership is, but I don't need to. So that's fine. And that's it. That's the end of the second half. So I had to try and score objective 3 and objective 2. Now I tried to make the charges over here to be able to trump him, but no, it didn't work. And master the warp. I don't have a cycle left, so I'm going to discard master the warp. And you killed a character. So would you like to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Because I've already discarded that one.
1, 2, 3.
So secure objective 2 has gone. So that's it.
Okay.
So turn 3 movement phase, and the captain has come out from the building. He's coming across to deal with these. He's accompanied by the warlord, who's now decided it is time to come out and hurt stuff. The only other movement that's taking place is the Telemon has shuffled across. It's holding this objective, and it's also going to make it easy to charge these guys because it can enter and go up that room, up that ruin even. These two guys here have moved through. I'm not sure where they're heading, but they've obviously got something in mind, along with the guy with the banner. And then finally the Alaris captain is now holding objective 4, and he's doing that because he got supremacy, secure objective 4, and overwhelming firepower, so he's going to be looking to kill stuff in the shooting phase. Hold that objective and hold a number of objectives. He's already holding 3, so technically that's a done deal. But let's see what happens when he pulls the trigger. So here we are in the shooting phase now. What's going to fire first then, Stinky?
Cheers, bruv. Thank you.
That's how it is.
So this fella here is targeting through
the mate at the back,
squad.
yeah.
Yeah.
At the front squad.
So
Okay.
ballistic grenade launcher is D3 shots, so it's 3 shots.
Yep.
Hitting on 2s. All
3 hits then.
Strength of 4.
So 4s to wound.
1 wound. His AP is -3.
So 6 up. Nope.
It's a single
So
damage.
yeah, so just one of the normal guys from that squad. No, not the melter gun. That's what I'm gonna use to kill Trajan on the
That fire
Overwatch.
there, isn't it?
Yep, that'll do. So 1 down.
The captain's firing at those guys as well. 2 shots at this range from his Castellan axe. 2 hits. No wounds.
Okay.
Trajan's doing the same. Re-rolling that one because it's captain nearby. His gun is strength 5.
So 3s.
3s to wound, but
No.
nothing. Okay. Okay. This fella here is going to fire his ballistic grenade launcher at those.
This squad here. Okay.
It's firing a single shot. But
And he
missed.
missed. Well, this is the kind of shooting phase I like.
I'm sure it is. These 2 guys here are targeting this fella.
Ah, okay. That'll be overwhelming firepower then if he goes.
Oops, sorry. So that is 3 hits. That is 2 wounds. AP is -1.
4 ups. He's gone.
2 damage. Took him.
What's next? So none of these guys here can fight because they're in combat. They don't have
all in
pistols.
combat, they don't have pistols, so they're all negated.
So that only leaves the Telemon and the captain.
Yeah, so I'm not going to get the multiple points on the overwhelming firepower. But I was just being greedy, hoping I might have knocked a squad. So the captain over here.
Yeah.
His grenade launcher is a single shot because he's got the upgrade one.
Okay.
He's hit. His strength is 10, but didn't wound. And then the Castellan axe shots. He would re-roll that one. So it's 2 hits, needing 4s. So it's 1. His AP is -1, I believe.
Dead.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that
So it
was
just leaves the Telemon.
underwhelming.
Indeed, underwhelming indeed. He is firing his spiculous bolt launcher.
Yep.
And his twin plasma ejectors at these. And
Okay.
he's firing the storm cannon in burst mode at the squad that we've taken a casualty off.
Okay.
So the spiculous bolt launcher to start with. He's hit with 3,
And this is strength.
5.
So 4s to wound. This was against the Havocs, wasn't it?
AP -1 is straight
So
armor.
3 ups. No, so 1 does die.
And
Take that
2d3
one.
shots, or 2d3 auto hits for the plasma ejector. So 4. This one is strength of 6, I believe.
Yep. So 3s to wound.
AP -2.
So 4 ups then. 1 dies. Obviously I took the one that was closest to make it a bit harder.
It's fine. It's fine.
And then his other gun?
His other gun is 6 shots in the burst mode. They've all hit. It is strength 7.
So 3s.
So 4 AP -2s.
5 ups. And that wipes that squad. Carl, if that guy had died, you'd have got the D3 for overwhelming firepower.
Mm-hmm.
However, it's not the end of the world because you're so many points ahead. I think we know where this game's going to end up, but you never know. So that's it for shooting.
Yes, I believe.
Okay,
it is.
let's move on to the charge phase. So, charge phase, we know that these 2 gentlemen here are going to try and take out the disciples. So you probably need about 4 or 5. I have no Overwatch. They have no weapons. Okay, well, they have close combat weapons. They're going to hit you with a book and a spiky
like a
thing.
flaming skull or something.
Yeah, so we'll hit you with a book and a spiky thing in a minute.
Okay.
Any other charges?
Yeah. This captain here,
Yep.
charging your squad of raptors.
Okay, so 2 melter guns, Overwatch. Missed. Plasma pistol, Overwatch. Supercharged. Rerolling 1s because of the Lord. Nope, but missed. And 2 2 bolt pistols rather. Missed.
I need to roll a 6.
Okay. That'll be a 6 then. Uh-oh. What's Trajan going to do?
He's coming in on your boss man.
Okay. I'm going to throw a crack grenade at you. Missed. You need about 2 or 3. That's enough.
20.
So in he goes. Is that it
And
for
then-
charges?
So 1, 2, 3. The Telemon is going to charge this thing.
Okay. He's going to be a bit of a wobbly model syndrome. But we can do it. Yep.
Let's not do that actually. Well, because I need to hold 3 objectives. We'll have this one, this one, this one. I'll charge you with the captain.
Oh, over here.
Yeah, go on.
Alright, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So 9 Overwatches with bolt guns. 2 hits. This is how it's done. 1 wound. Yee. We've taken 2 off of him
Okay.
with them bolt guns.
Down to 5, so I need to get, I think because of the slope, a 6-inch charge.
Well, that's in. Well, whatever it is, it's in.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Change him to 5 wounds.
So you get to do all your charges first because there's no command points in play. And-
first, yeah.
Then you can select a unit.
Okay. So let's start off because you've not got no command points.
None
so
at
we'll
all.
work our way along. So this captain here
Okay.
is 5 attacks.
Yep.
He rerolls that one. So he's hit
Still a
4
miss.
times.
Yeah.
His strength is 8.
So 2s.
So 3 AP minus 2, I think, with a
Okay. Well, if it's -2, I saved 1. If not, I lost 3 guys.
Castellan axe is AP minus 2.
Okay. So we'll take this guy. Oops. This guy and this guy. So that's 3 down. They will pile in a minute. And then who's next?
Trajan next.
Okay.
So he's 5 attacks. Oh, sorry. Back to here.
Misericordia.
Misericordia. He's hit you.
Yeah, with his miserable
He's
accordion.
wounded you, it's AP minus 2.
I saved it.
So Trajan here.
Yes.
Rerolls that one. So it's 5 hits.
Yep.
He is strength 10.
So 2s. 3 wounds. 4 up in vulns. I saved 2.
2 damage.
2 damage, so down to 3.
And then he
Pop that one next to
misericordias
that.
you. Hits. Wounds.
Is this AP minus something as well? So
Minus 2.
4 up. Nope. Down to 2 wounds. Okay, what else charged? Over here.
Yep.
Or did you want to go here? It's up to you.
No, we'll go with the captain here. Be fine. So 5 attacks. Rerolling that one. So 4 hits.
That quite often happens on the reroll, doesn't it?
Does
Not enough, but
2 AP minus 3. Sorry, minus 2. Beg your pardon.
saved 1.
So multiple damage, and then Misericordia hits, wounds, AP minus 2 again.
Dies. Okay, so it's 3 dead in that squad this turn so far. And then finally on the charge we have this squad here.
The 2 dudes, they pick both Guardian Spears, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
So 5 hits and 5 wounds, AP minus 3s.
Okay, so well, they've got no saves, so they are dead.
Don't know how many wounds they are.
1. Yeah, they're just, think of them as like Cadian guard type guys, but without any guns.
Okay.
So, okay, what's next?
This guy.
So you can select one
is
model.
next, and he is putting all of his strikes against this greater possessed.
Okay.
So 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. Strength is 14.
So 2s.
And its AP is -3.
So 5 up invulns. Oh no. Well, he's minimum 9, isn't it, with his?
He's done 16.
I think he's dead. He might be dead. So before we forget, I only have one card that I'm holding, and I automatically lose that because that's another character gone. So I can select a unit to fight with now, and I'm going to select this Greater Possessed here. So I've still got the prayer in effect. So hitting on 2s, no rerolls needed. Strength 5 up to 6, so 3s to wound. So 3 wounds on your shield, non-shield chap.
So 4 up in buns.
Yep.
Took 1.
So D3 wounds. 3.
Wiped him.
Killed him. That's a result. Okay. Have you got anyone else to fight with? Oh yes, you've got this guy here, haven't you?
This guy here against your 2 dudes.
Yeah.
So 3 attacks, 2 hits, 1 wound.
5 up invuln. Nope. So a normal guy dies. And now I think it's everything of mine to fight back.
Yeah, you've got this guy, these, and your lord.
Yep, and the apostle.
Yep.
So we'll start with the sergeant or the champion from the Warp Talons.
Yep.
So he hit 3 times.
He's not within range of a
No.
Greater Possessed anymore, is he?
So he's 5s to wound, but he's still re-rolling because he's got lightning claws. So 3 wounds, AP -2.
2 got through, just single damage there, aren't they?
Yep.
So down to 1.
Okay, that's good. Now we'll do the apostle as I'm here. So 3 attacks, re-rolling because I've still got the prayer in. So 3 hits,
5s to wound.
5s to wound, nothing. Then over here I have the champion. So the normal dude has got, he's got close combat weapons. So the normal dude first. 2 hits, 5s needed, 2 wounds. Saved. And then with the chain axe, he doesn't get an extra attack, but he gets one because he's a champion. 2 hits, death to the false emperor. 3 hits, strength 5. So 2 wounds, AP -1. 2 damage. Total 2 as opposed to 2 each. Can you ignore them at all?
No.
Okay. So now I need to just get the sheet up for the Chaos Lord. Bear with me.
We've got these guys to fight as well.
Well, I'll do them first then before I. So there's the sergeant, gets 3 attacks, and 2 other guys. Sorry, champion rather, not sergeant. So 2 hits, 5s, no wounds. So I'll just get up. I think it's 4 attacks up to 5 because of the double chain lightning claws, but I do need to check. It is right. So 4 attacks plus 1 because it's double lightning claws. But these are the claws of the Black Hunt. So hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. I do struggle with the name of this item. So 5 hits, 2 death to the false emperors. So 7 hits. It's plus 1 strength. So his strength 5 is Trajan's toughness 5 or 6.
5.
So 4s to wound. And then re-rolling because it's double lightning claws. Okay, wow. So 2, 4, 6, 7 wounds at AP -3. Now each one of these is D3 damage.
So 3 ups. 3 got through.
So are you going to re-roll any of those?
Yeah, I'm going to use my Victor of the Blood Games to re-roll 1.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use a command point to re-roll 1.
Okay, so that puts you down to 1 command point. So let's see. Do you manage to turn these into saves?
One of them, yes.
So D3 damage.
Got it. Go for it.
Oh, 3. Why couldn't it have been 6 and killed him? That would have been lovely. But hey ho.
I'm going to trigger the moment shackle, pile in and fight again.
Can you do that?
Yep.
And can you do it in?
At the end of the fight phase, pile in an attack with Trajan for an additional time. Or I can use it to regain command points, or I can use it to regain D3.
And is this just once in the game?
Once per battle.
Now is the right time then, isn't it?
Indeed.
You son of a gun.
So 5 attacks.
Yeah.
4 hit.
4 wounds.
4 wounds.
So I need 4 4-ups to stay alive, because I could take him next turn. No. He's dead. He's only got 2 wounds left.
Yeah, he's very dead.
Very, very dead. That could have been glorious then, or inglorious.
And I'll consolidate that way.
But that is the end of the fight phase, I think, isn't it? It is. So, scoring up. Secure objective 4. You're not doing because you charged, but it doesn't matter. You've got supremacy, so that's D3, is it? Or is it 1? Yep, D3. 2. And overwhelming firepower, you get 1 for it.
Yep,
so 3 more points. That puts you on 9, doesn't it?
That puts me up to, I'm on 8.
Oh.
So that puts me up to
Right, 11. So 11 to my current 3. Hey ho. I have no more cards for you to steal off of me for killing characters.
Keeping the secure objective 4 for the minute.
Okay.
I'm discarding that.
So, bottom half of turn 3. Before we forget, we did miss the morale phase. And the only ones that can be affected, I think, are here and over there. They've both taken the same casualties. Oh, actually, there's the Warp Talon, Raptors as well. And it's the same rule for each squad. So on a 6, I lose another model. So for the Havocs, no. For the Raptors, no. And then for the Chaos Space Marine squad, no. So they're okay. So at the end of the movement phase, I've not moved these guys. I've just moved the Greater Possessed forward slightly. Everything else is pretty much stayed put. So let's go straight into the shooting phase. So I'm going to start with the Havoc here, who is going to shoot down at this squad of 2. So here we go. Hitting on 3s. 1 hit. Wounding on 3s. 1 wound. AP -1. Nope. 2 damage.
There's not a wounded one there, is there?
No, there's not.
So one of those is left on 1.
Okay, so then I have this squad. So the sergeant's going to throw a grenade, but I'll do that last. 8, 10. Oh, what I did forget is I'm going to still try and do my reroll ones, reroll to hits. So I do it on a 3-up now because the disciples are dead. Let's just do that now. That's okay. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So this is 10 bolt guns rapid firing from this squad into this squad. No re-rolls. That's a miss, that one. And then 5s. 3 wounds. I'd like you to save 1, fail 1, please.
So 2 ups. I have obliged.
Thank you very much. So one of those guys is finished off. And then the champion is going to throw a crack grenade at them, which he has hit. So 3s to wound. That's a wound.
Saved.
And that's saved. Oh, I was hoping you'd fail that and I'd do D3 and I'd kill another one. Okay, so here I will bolt pistol into the Contemptor. Hits. Wounds. Save. And then over here I have a plasma pistol and a bolt pistol. So we will overcharge the plasma pistol into the captain.
Ooh, dangerous terrain too.
I hit. I wound. 2 damage.
Save.
And then a bolt pistol. Missed. Okay, and then over here, 3 bolt pistols. 2 hits. 5 ups to wound. No wounds. And that is all she wrote, as they say. Charge phase. Might as well just carry on. So this squad here are going to charge this one lone custodian.
So Overwatch, 2 shots. No.
And charge distance 4. That will get me in.
Plenty.
So they're into there. Let's just pop them forward. Just make sure everyone's within an inch of an inch.
I'm going to kill you.
Thank you. And then this possessed is going to charge him. I'm hoping to get around the back, which I will with an 8. I'll take my 3 wounds dice with me. And that's it.
Because I can't then heroically intervene with my Vexilla.
Exactly, because I knew you would and I didn't want you to. So we'll start off with charges. So here I have 5 normal Marines and then a sergeant with a chainsword. So 3s to hit. Re-rolling all of these because of the Dark Apostle's Prayer. So that many, and then Death to the False Emperor. Hit. So 5s to wound. So that's 1 wound. Could you fail that 3 times, please? No.
So
Okay.
it's obliged on this occasion.
So now let's see if I can take this bloomin' dreadnought down. So 5 attacks from the Greater Possessed. Re-rolling because of the dude. So 5 hits. If only that, if that was death to the False Emperor as well, that'd be great. 5s to wound. So 3 wounds at AP -2.
So 4 ups then.
2 get through. For 3 wounds.
Use him on 1. Squeaky bum
This
bum.
has been painful. So I now get to pick one unit to fight with.
So
I'm going to be the dark.
These guys or these guys? Or, yeah.
I'm going to do the Dark Apostle.
Go on then, try and finish me.
So 3 hits, 5s, 2 wounds, AP -1. He's dead.
Hey guys, again.
Oh, and that's really frustrating because he would have killed it on his own.
Let's see if we blow up.
Andy, he would have killed it on his own that time. Oh, can you ignore the wounds on 6s?
Oh, yeah, I can. Actually, because of the other ones as well.
Yeah, so there was 3, so it's 7 in total. And he had 4 wounds. So you need to make 4 6s to be alive.
Didn't make, only made 1.
Based on how you've been rolling it, it was possible.
Right. Do we blow up?
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
Really?
He does.
In what distance? Well, at least it might finish off this guy for me.
It is a 6-inch
Six.
radius.
So
And it is
that's,
D3 mortal
so that's the
wounds.
6-inch. So D3 mortal wounds will kill him, and it will kill him.
Kill him. Yeah.
So D3 on this chap. Just the one.
Single. So that puts him down to.
Down to 4, isn't it? Or is it 3?
Vexillers are 6 wounders,
Ooh.
so down to 5.
Now here, for this guy, can you roll 3 please to kill him?
Sorry,
Just
I
the one.
can't.
Okay. And then my Dark Apostle.
3.
3. So that put him on 1 wound. Let me just put that on. Then
Possessed.
the Possessed.
This is where we want the 3. 2.
2. Down to 1. And then the Marines.
3.
3. So 3 of those are gone.
Well, he lasted
Okay,
long.
he did last a long time. I feel pleased that I got him, but it's a turn or 2 too late. So you can pick a unit to fight with now.
Well, I think that needs to be because these haven't fought yet.
No, they haven't.
So I think it needs to be these ones have fought.
Yep.
already. So yeah, it's got to be that one.
It's that or over here.
Over there.
whichever one
I'm
you're
not
scared most.
over there. I'll fight here because I'm only on 2 wounds there. So
Okay,
5 attacks, all hit.
all hit.
Strength 8, all wound. AP -2.
5 ups. All saved? Not.
No.
So they're doubly dead. 2.5 times dead. Okay. So over here I will do these. So 3 plus single attacks. So here. So I'll re-roll that one as the Death to the False Emperor. So that many hits. And then 5s. 3 wounds.
Took another one.
Death by 1,000 cuts there. Problem is we're running out of cuts to give.
So 5 attacks back.
Yep.
All hit. 3 wounded.
AP minus.
2.
So 1 dies.
Misericordia.
Oh yes.
Missed. Re-rolling. Hit. And wounded. AP -2 again.
Saved.
Saved it.
Okay. So morale tests. Oh no, you've still got this guy to fight.
Yeah, yeah. So against the squad. 2 hits. 1 wound.
Saved.
AP -3, yes.
Okay. So over here I lost 3 guys.
Mhm.
So 8 down to a 5. 4 up to 7. 2 more die.
Mhm.
So that just leaves the champion, who will have to deal with you on his own.
I lost 1 guy. What am I?
There are 3 Night Lords models within. So you're leadership 9, aren't you?
8.
Leadership 8. So less 1 is to 7. Less 3 is down to a 4. A 5 or a 6. He's dead.
6.
6.
You gone?
He's gone.
So you killed more with morale tests than anything else.
Alright, don't rub it in.
Okay.
But that, you know, it's a good point actually. This is what Night Lords do. They're pretty cool. when it works. The problem is quite often you get multiple units in whilst people have still got command points to auto pass and stuff like that. But there are some potential combinations that can work really, really well. But hey ho, that's the end of my half of turn 3. So scoring up. Oh, can you just roll? I lost a character then. I think yes, I lost another demon just a minute ago. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
3, 4.
So for the Dark Gods, score 1 victory point if I killed something. So blood and guts though, I did kill something in the fight phase. I killed the doodah there. So I score 1 point, and defend objective 5, which is sat underneath him, isn't going to happen. So I'm going to throw that away. So I've got a fresh set of cards, and I scored 1 more point. So I'm on 4. Over to you, Blue.
Okay, right, I'll pull 3.
So Andy's pulled crush their resistance. So I had to select an objective. I've selected this one, thinking it's the safest one to stop him from getting to it. If he gets it, it's D3. He's also got secure objective 1. Now this guy, if he can pull off a 4-inch or higher charge, will just be within 3 inches of the centre of that objective. So that's what he's going to try now, or advance rather.
Here's the advance roll. A 3.
A 3.
But I'm going to use my final command point. to try
Okay, so 50-50 chance. This is worth 2 to 4 victory points.
Yeah.
It's a
The
6.
Emperor protects.
That puts him slap bang, assuming that that's where you want him to be, standing on it.
Yep.
Darn. Okay, have you got any more movement to do?
Yeah, lots.
Alright, well we'll let you do that and then we'll come back. And at the end of the movement phase, the Telemons moved across. Both characters are moving forward. I've worked out there's 6 models on each army. However, only 2 of mine have got multiple wounds, and one of those has only got 1. And the other one's only got 1 as well. So it's not looking so hot. I think we know where this game's going, but let's play it out and see where we go. This is turn 4 after all. This could be a tabling.
So
let's see. Do you want to go straight to shoot?
Phase. Telemon is using his plasma ejector here and his spiculous bolt launcher here, and the burst version of his cannon on the marine here.
Okay.
So the plasma ejector is 5 auto wounds, strength 6.
So 3s to wound.
So 3 of them. AP was -2.
I died. So 5 models remaining.
So the burst mode shots
At this guy.
at the remaining Chaos Space Marine champion. He moved a bit, so 4 hits, strength 7.
3s.
2, AP -2s. Single damage.
Dead. 4 models remaining.
So this guy here firing. Oh, sorry, I advanced.
You advanced him.
Don't do
He
that.
can't
Don't
shoot.
do that.
Oops, sorry for the camera there.
That's fine.
Yep.
This fella here.
Yep.
2 shots. Here.
Okay. So this is the other captain.
Re-rolling that because he's captain.
Still gets the 1.
No wound.
Okay.
Trajan Valorous doing the same. 2 hits. His is strength 5, so 4 is to wound you. Nope. So nothing much there.
And then over here, his isn't a pistol at all, is it?
He's just combat.
Wow.
All about the combat.
Let's keep going. Any charges?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. This fella is charging this dude.
Okay.
He needs an 8-inch charge.
Okay. I have no weapons to shoot with.
I rolled a
7. Okay.
Telemon is coming in.
Yeah. Just roll it. We know it's going to be a higher number. 7. I don't think that's going to make it, but it's just outside. You needed to roll an 8.
Needed an 8.
Trajan going to go for a big charge?
I may as well. Don't lose anything by it. So I need a 10 for him.
Okay. Oh, it shows it like a boss.
In like a boss. Can chop you up.
Okay.
Or then dive trying.
And then obviously this fight is continuing. So, what? Charging 1 first.
Yep. All hit. Strength 10. All wound. AP as -3, I think.
5 up in Volns. I didn't quite make it. I saved 4 out of the 5. 1 more would have been lovely, but he only has 1 wound left, so he's dead. And then there were 3. Over here then. So I get to fight first. No, of course, no. Yes, you do. You do.
So, Captain's attacks. He gets to re-roll
all of those for himself.
So he's got 4 hits and 2 wounds.
Saved 1.
And then the Misericordian.
Oh, that one, yes.
He hits and wins.
And dies.
Knifes you.
So that leaves the Dark Apostle. Well, it's the right thing to do is to play out the turn. So it's just him that's left. So did you score anything?
Yes, I scored secure objective 1.
Yep. Then the D3 for crush them.
Yep. Another 2.
2.
So that's 3 points. The objective 3 and objective 4 I didn't score.
Don't worry about those, I don't think.
So 3 points scored. So
what's that put you on? Because this will be your
14.
final score. 14. So you will be on 15 by the end of the game because of line breaker. So I'm going to do mine whilst we're here. So I'm going to move forward to there. This is going to be my last hurrah. I'm going to throw a crack grenade at you, which I hit with, and I wounded with.
And I saved.
Okay, and then I'm going to charge you.
So Overwatch.
Oh, I'm going to do, by the way, I'm going to do my prayer.
So if you reroll.
Didn't work. So
Overwatch. The Dark Gods are frowning on you at
they've
this point
forgotten
in
me.
time.
Yep.
So Overwatch.
Yep.
Is 1 hit.
No, 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 you're not allowed to.
That's a wound. AP -1.
And I died on the way in.
damage.
Good game, sir.
Thank you.
So the final score was massive to not a lot. I had 3 points. You had
15.
how many? 15. That is a substantial victory to the forces of the Imperium. They still only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 models left, but of those, all of them except the Ptolemon are characters.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're doing good. That was an interesting game. Hope everybody liked that. It's good to be back. Don't forget to like and subscribe and tell your friends about us, and we will see you soon for the next one.